Hey kids, and welcome back to another Wonders of Watersheds. To close out our series, we've invited a couple of friends to tell us how you can be a steward wherever you go. But before we get into that, let's remember and talk about what stewardship even is. Stewardship means that you take it upon yourself to care and protect the environment. It means that you make informed and sustainable decisions that not only think about the environment, but also stuff like your culture or your family.
What does sustainable mean?
To use something sustainably, you need to make sure that you don't take too much and that there's more for future generations to come.
What is conservation?
Conservation is the sustainable use of resources, such as water, which is what we're going to be talking about today.
Why do we need to conserve water?
Water is essential for life. Without it, we wouldn't even be alive. As far as we know, Earth is the only planet with liquid water on its surface. And 70% of that surface is covered in water, which is so much. So we think we have a lot of water, but really, that 70% is the ocean, which is way too salty for us to use or drink.
What water is available for us to use?
Less than 3% of Earth's water is fresh, and most of it is stored in icebergs and glaciers. So really, there's such a small percentage of water available for us to use, and we need it for everything.
Now that we know how scarce water really is, let's hear from some of our friends.
Why is water important and what can we do to protect it?
Hi everyone, my name is Emily, and water is so important because, well, we all use water every single day. And every living organism on this planet needs water to survive. So it's our job as stewards to do our part to conserve water in any way we can, whether that's turning off the faucet while we're brushing our teeth, taking shorter showers, or simply just being aware of how much water we use every day. That's what matters. So don't forget to conserve water today.
What ways can kids help their watershed?
Hi, I'm Cassandra Ramirez, and I am a watershed steward in the Humboldt Bay Watershed in Eureka, California. Kids can help their watershed by picking up trash when they see it, so it doesn't get into the waterways. Only when it's safe, though. You can ask an adult, check in with them first if it's safe. And the most important thing that kids can do to help their watershed is to share all the information that you're learning in your environmental education classes with your parents and your family and your friends so that you can help us to teach the rest of the world.
How are you a steward?
I'm a steward in several ways. One of the ways that I'm a steward is the badges that I wear. This badge right here says Watershed Stewards Program, which makes me a steward. I am also a steward by the everyday actions that I do to help protect and care for the planet that I live in. And you too can be a steward by simply learning and caring about the ecosystems and the organisms around you.
Why did you become a steward?
I became a steward really early when I was a kid because I loved animals and I loved my environment. I picked rocks and leaves and flowers and loved just laying in the grass staring up at the sky, and I wanted to do everything I could to continue to protect it and learn more about my environment and share my love and passion with other people. And that's what I'm doing today, even as an old grown-up.
As we close, think, how do I use water every day?
Well, thanks for tuning in to the Wonders of Watershed series. Throughout this series, we've learned all about our local watershed, rivers, plants, habitat, and so much more. Remember, take this information with you wherever you go and make sure that you always care for your environment.